everyone and welcome to the Animezilla, and thank you for joining me as we break down the second opening to the A Certain Scientific Railgun T animated series. As you may know, I've recently finished episode 14 of the Railgun T anime. If you haven't seen it, go watch my review. But naturally, this intro, Dual Existence, should be implemented into the series very soon. And I've not seen this part of Railgun T, so I thought, hey, why don't I take a look, break down into what I think is going to happen, speculate, and give you my thoughts and opinions on the intro as itself. Because when I did my rankings video for the intros, I placed this rather highly because my first impressions got me really excited. So, let's dive in and let's have a look. Now then, this opening visual with Misaka looking rather calm and relaxed and kind of nodding her head along until feeling a mysterious, dark, ominous presence behind her really grabbed my attention. Because it just tells us and lays down the facts that this season is going to start very lighthearted, and then it's going to suddenly turn dark and creepy. This I liked. Plus, it opens up the idea of possibly, just possibly, now this is me going into the realms of speculation, that maybe we're going to have a after effect of the previous arc. As we know, in the Daihatsu Sports Festival, Genzai Sekihara was kind of going on his tangent and rants about Mitsuka gaining to the heavenly realms as a transformation progresses. Her transformation went quite a way, so who's to say that inside her mind there isn't this remnants of that kind of being, of that heavenly realm within her. Now that again is just speculation on my part, don't obviously know that, and it could be 100% wrong. I personally just think it's a new antagonist just playing tricks, but also showing us that it's going to be a lot more of a psychological battle, which is something that I really do like, because we know the Index as a franchise, Railgun as a series, can get quite dark in some of its themes that it presents. And our characters have seen some very dark, sinister things. So if we're going to be messing around within the minds of, say, Misaka and Shokuho, Shirai, Saturn, even if it's a dream, it could become a nightmare for these female characters. Which that, again, gets me really excited. And it's just the opening shot. And that's exactly what we can analyze from that opening sequence. This, again, is backed up with the fact that we have loads of visuals kind of showing some creepy sort of vibes. We've got the shot with those beautiful eyes that transition straight after this piece. Those eyes look creepy, they look dead, they look ominous, and yet they look beautiful when you look deep inside them. I really do like them. Those eyes, mwah, chef's kisses all around. We have a scene where seemingly a character, a new character at that, is having parts of her head sort of peel away as one side like shifts downwards. That's creepy. What on earth is that all about? We get introduced to so many new characters throughout the intro as well that we do not know. Mitsuka looks to be fighting an endless battle of monsters. So is this like a visual representation of fighting the demons in your mind? I don't know, but I like it if that is the case. Going back with the visuals, we also have the skyscraper scene. We see in this opening that all the characters that are going to be involved, we've got Misaka, Shirai, Shokuho, we've got Saturn, Ueharu. They're all kind of stuck inside these skyscrapers. And yet they're acting like they're lost, like they're confused. And maybe they're trapped. Maybe because the arc is going to be called Dream Ranker, they're trapped within their own dreams. So we've got Shirai looking around for answers, as she normally would, trying to find all the information she can to collect that answer in her own mind. Maybe Saturn and Ueharu are just confused and they're working together, hence to why they're shown together on opposite skyscrapers. Or maybe, looking at that, being opposite skyscrapers, they're on opposite sides because of like a dispute or an argument or something. We've got Shokuho just basically not really giving a damn. She like isn't fazed, isn't intimidated by anything. She's just going like that, and all of the other Shokuhos are like reflected around her. I absolutely love that because A, it means we're getting Shokuho back again, and B, she's just not going to care. If it's a mental battle with the mind, Shokuho is able to manipulate minds. So what is she going to be faced by? And then, of course, we got Mitaka running. She looks like she's running away from something or running towards something. Maybe searching, maybe finding, or maybe knowing where something is. And she's going after it to stop it. So yeah, that skyscraper scene, brilliant. Loved it. Another way the opening portrays a more darker theme in this arc could be the music. The music starts off nice and soft and calm, and then it slowly but gradually builds up and becomes a bit more fast-paced and a bit more intense. Yet it keeps that upbeat, lively feeling, which I really did appreciate. The scene with Frenda and Saturn together. Now, that was intriguing, as these two are two amazing characters, two of my favourite characters within the Railgun or Index franchise in general, and yet they seem vastly different in terms of characters. So how are they together? Why are they together? This raises so many questions, and yet Frenda looks kind of sad when she's looking at Saturn's character. So is there a deeper connection and meaning to those two characters, or is it just simply the fact that Frenda and Saturn become friends over something like a rumour? Because we know Saturn loves rumours, and we know that Frenda likes money or likes a reward. So maybe she's searching for money, and yeah, I don't know. Or she's just on a job. And those two kind of connect and gel together and become friends, giving Frenda her first real proper friend. Huh. Interesting. I'm not complaining. Quite the opposite though, because I'm glad to see Frenda heavily featured in this arc. She is my favourite female character within the Railgun franchise. Well, Index franchise, you know what I mean. But at the same time, we also get to see Muguno and her group, plus the addition of Team School gives us possibly more backstory for what happened in Index 3. As we know, in Index 3, there was like this kind of ambush between School and ambushing Muguno's team, which led to Frenda being killed off, or, you know, the mission failing. So I really would like to know if there's a bit more chemistry between School and Item, and see what happens in that regard. One really surprising group that appears in this opening is Team Scavenger. It's clear that they're looking for something, or possibly someone, as the leader is using his ability in where he can kind of open up the sky, make loads of eyes appear, and kind of look through said sky. So I'm interested to see how they're going to be implemented into the story, because I'm sure they're still kind of reeling over their experience with Accelerator. Yes, I do believe this is based after the events in the Necromancer arc. So, I mean, these guys won't want to come up against anybody strong. I mean, I don't even know if the leader's changed his underwear since he peed himself. I'm hoping he has, because that's poor hygiene otherwise. But how would they interact with our main 4 female characters? I don't really get it. Shirai would just detain them, you know, arrest them, being a member of Judgment, like she is. Saturn may work with them, but it looks like she's got her hands full with Frenda, unless that's later on in a different arc that we're going to have in the last sort of stages of the season. Ueharu would be negatively affected by being with Team Scavenger, because she would go from a character they've been slowly building up little by little, slow one bit at a time, to then going negatively down the scale in terms of characterization, because she'll be intimidated and kind of be portrayed as a bit of a pushover against Team Scavenger. She would just be scared and wouldn't do anything around them. Sorry if you're an Ueharu fan, but I just feel like that's what she'll do. It'll be funny to see how Team Scavenger would react being with Misaka. Again, they had their run-in with the Accelerator, so it's probably the fact is they're terrified at level 5s. I don't think they're going to interact with Muguno or Team School or Shokuho. I don't think they're going to go with that route. I think it is going to be one of the core 4 Railgun females. Possibly, you could make an argument for them teaming up with Congo, giving her something to do, but Congo doesn't appear at all in this opening, so I think we've seen all the screen time we're going to have from Congo, Winai, and Wakatsuki. Which I'm okay with. They had a good showcasing in the Daihatsu Sports Festival arc, so not too upset by that. And in all honesty, I loved this opening. It gets me personally excited to see what's to come. The music and the visuals blend so well together to create a ominous, mysterious atmosphere, yet one that gets you really excited and hyped and makes you kind of bob along. It's definitely an intro I'm going to watch all the time when watching this series and reviewing it when it comes on. I'm definitely not going to skip any of it because I just like the music, I just like the visuals. It will get me excited and hyped to watch the episodes that I'm going to watch. I want to know who these new characters are and what their backstories are because their designs look amazing. These creepy, beautiful eyes that I said about earlier, I want to know who they belong to and why they look so lifeless. That child that's walking looks kind of innocent at the beginning, but then when the camera zooms in and approaches her, she has a very creepy smile on her face. And at that distance, when we're seeing her walking towards the camera, she looks a little bit like a young Kazakuri. Might just be the only one to think that, but that's kind of the vibe I got. Let me know if you did as well. And then of course we've got that kind of boyish character sitting in that kind of room on his own when the wall starts to twist. So maybe he's someone that's trapped inside a dream by the antagonist, and he's going to interact and guide our main characters, our cast, throughout their endeavors. I don't know. Honestly, again, it's just speculation and prediction in this video, but that opens up so many questions of good things to come, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. Let me know your thoughts of this opening in the comment section down below. What did you think of it when you first saw it? I'd love to hear your first impressions and your general thoughts about it. If I missed anything, then of course let me know in the comment section down below. And I would appreciate not spoiling the arc for me. So if you want to have a chat or a conversation or say, hey James, this is something that you missed. This means blah, 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 blah. As long as it doesn't contain spoilers, good, go for it. Leave any comment you like. But until then, I hope you have an amazing day. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new for more content on this channel. And like always, have a great day. I'll speak to you next time. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.